a Massive Monday. This was a request by a viewer, and they wanted to hear this bass in the song. They wanted to know how to make it. And it's not exactly conventional. It's not just one patch that makes this bass. It's actually two. I have the higher pass of it and then the lower, which is the sub. So go ahead and check it out, and if you like it, stick around and learn how to make it. So yeah, let's dive right in. I have the bass actually on its own with the high end. So let's play the high end first so you can hear that. This has no sub to it at all. Oh, sorry. And the sub on its own. Alright, and then together. Okay, so let's start with the Reese first. And I'm going to have to, I definitely EQ'd it, so I'm going to show you that as well. Okay, so we have pretty much, okay, we're going to have all three oscillators on. Go ahead and give it a nice Reese over here. I have mine's down an octave, but up as well, and then down a little bit here, so that it gives it that nice Reese phasing. And then I went with Luna for the third oscillator, and they're all set on Spectrum, and you can see, I'm not going to sit here and explain each thing. I'm just going to teach you how to make this quickly because there's quite a bit that I have to go through. And so yeah, so select Luna, which is over here, Luna C, Luna C, sorry. Anyway, I have that down an octave as well. And then we're going to go to the modulation oscillator and set the phase on 3, which is the third oscillator, and I have it just about halfway. It's not quite, but just about. I'm not using any noise feedback or any inserts. Let's go ahead and get to the envelope here. Go ahead and set your envelope similar to, just like mine actually, if you want it to sound like mine. And then set it to these wavetail positions over here. Oh, I didn't even say what wavetails these were. I'm so sorry. Smooth square over here, guys. And go ahead and set the 1 to these, and all three of them, and set them similar to mine. They're all pretty much the same, about a quarter of the way up, and add the that about another quarter, so it makes it halfway. That reaches that halfway mark. Sorry, I don't know what. I'm tripping. Okay, anyway, filter 1 and filter 2, we're going to have daft and comb, combination, comb, whatever. Anyway, go ahead and set yours up similar to mine. I have my feedback over here pointed towards the E's, and the resonance is up just a tad right there. Damping is all the way up on combination, and then for the pitch, I have it directly in the middle with the envelope taking it down a tad. And over here I have this just about, I don't know, it's pointed out into the middle of nowhere. It's past cutoff and it's not quite pointed towards the daft, so somewhere in between there. And then I have the envelope going the rest of the way down. Okay, and so we're gonna have to set this to the middle right here, not the top, not the bottom, right in the middle. And this one for the mix, I have it just off of the bottom. And okay, let's moving on to the effects. I have classic tube over here in FX1, and you can see my settings here. As for chorus, I have, or as for FX2, sorry, I have chorus. The rate is up just a tad, about a quarter of the way, and then dry and wet, that's pointed towards the D, I would say. Let's go to the voicing tab real quick. I have the pitch cutoff on, and I have this set to 3, unisono. I have mono rotate and legato triller to give it that nice slide, as we learned last week. And that's it. Oh wait, no, let's go to oscillator real quick. I have the time pointed just at the E, it looks like, or a little bit before it, somewhere around that area. And up 24, down 24, and restart via gate. I'm not using the vibrato in this song, so that doesn't really matter, but if you'd like it to have a little vibrato, then by all means, go ahead. and set it up like mine. And that's it for this patch. Well, let's go ahead and move on to the I'm using Homicide, which it doesn't really, I just selected one of the random presets. It doesn't really matter, they all sound pretty similar, and I'm using parametric EQ to get just this frequency, just in this area right here. I don't want any super high stuff, and I don't want any low stuff, so it's getting just that Reese. Let's look at it. Okay, here we go. Okay, and that's that. The EQ plays it's a pretty big factor here. I'm gonna say you could probably make a similar noise a lot easier. This was actually just a patch that I made a long time ago, and I decided to EQ it that way, which is why I was having trouble like naming off everything I did. But yeah, let's go ahead and move on to the sub. That's a lot easier. I don't even remember what I used. Yep, I did. I knew it. I used the same patch. All I did was turn everything off and then add the. Okay, so basically, just duplicate that last patch I made by just right-click, clone, and then you'll have the sub and copy whatever pattern you made in the other one, and turn all of these off. Turn oscillator 2 and oscillator 3. Turn those off, and then grab. For oscillator 1, you're going to select sine square, and we're going to have it pointed all the way to the left, so we have a sine wave. And go ahead and turn the combination filter off as well. And that's your sub, basically, for this patch. You can once they are identical, you have the same pattern in each one. Let's see, same pattern in each one. Then they will follow along perfectly. One's being the sub and one's being the Reese. And I think what the problem I had with this patch was I couldn't get this Reese to sound bassy enough. I mean, I would add it to other channel. I would have it linked to a few different channels, one being the high, one being the low, and trying to boost the bass. I mean, and it just wasn't working the way I wanted it to. So I had to make two separate ones. And guys, by all means, like, there's nothing wrong with that. You can. I encourage you to do stuff like that. You'll get more diverse sounding sounds than you can get with just one patch. You can get 3 different patches layered right here, and it would sound just different. I mean, the possibilities are endless. I try to say that in every video, and I know you guys are probably sick of me saying I try to say that in every video. I do. But yeah, guys, this is it. This is the patch. It was that simple. As for the EQing on this one, all I have is a parametric EQ. I have no other effects, and I just have it like this right here. But I really don't even need that since I'm using a sine wave anyway. It's not going to get many other frequencies out here. There's no distortion, or I guess there is a little distortion, so it might get a few frequencies. But that's it, guys. It's that simple. Please let me know in the comments what you thought of this video, and also let me know what you'd like to see next. I'm open to suggestions for any bass in any of my songs I've ever made. Also, just general things. Maybe if you can't find it in one of my songs, just a general bass somewhere, I will teach you it, or I'll try at least. Anyway, that's it for this video, guys. And if you liked it, subscribe, comment, and like it. Let me know what you thought. If you didn't like it, feel free to dislike and let me know why. I love criticism, and I like to improve what I do. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Bye.